Right now on Up with KREM, primary election results are being tallied. Who currently leads key races here in eastern Washington?
Hot and hazy is the story again today, but there is a bit of relief in the forecast. We're talking cooler temperatures that arrive just in time for the weekend.
The CDC has signed an order moratorium extension.
By the time it gets litigated, it will probably give some additional time.
The latest effort to help renters that need it.
It's an iconic building. Roller Valley almost closed back in 2017 when the longtime owner passed away. A company called TDR Logistics came in and saved Roller Valley, but now they're reconsidering that decision.
Up with KREM starts right now.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Wednesday,
Happy
Inland
Wednesday.
Northwest. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham, and this week we are welcoming a new friend to the show. Channing Curtis joining as our new co-anchor.
That's right.
Glad to have you here with us. Channing came back.
I did, of course I came back, Tim. I had such a good time yesterday. You knew I would be back.
We're having a lot of fun, I should say.
Absolutely.
So we're getting to know Channing all week long. And Channing, you got some really great recommendations from our viewers at home.
I really did.
What's something that stood out to you?
One of the pizza places that everybody was recommending. Somebody said something about the, shrimp and pineapple pizza.
I have never heard of that, but I would try
fantastic. Absolutely. So we're going to have to try that and let you guys know. Lots of different wineries that people were recommending. So please keep them coming. I need all the recommendations I can get.
Absolutely, yeah. Keep sending them in, 509-448-2000, and we'll get to know Channing more in the coming days, weeks, and years to come.
Absolutely, and I'll get to know you guys as well. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and get to our big story of the day. It's air quality all around the inland Northwest. We're taking a live look outside right now as air quality is slightly improving. Look at downtown Spokane. And now this wildfire smoke has actually blanketed the inland Northwest for the last few days, and it's really taken a toll on everybody's allergies, sinuses, and breathing.
No good. Well, right now we are seeing improvement though, which is good news in the air quality. So in eastern Washington and North Idaho, you see here on the map, both areas are currently in the unhealthy for sensitive group range. That is an improvement compared to yesterday. Much of this map was red when we took a look at this 24 hours ago.
Absolutely. And somebody who knows firsthand about the air quality situation is our very own Jeremy Legoo. He's ventured back outside for a little bit today.
Yeah, we sent him back outside to check the air quality for us. Jeremy, does it smell a little fresher outside today? I know it kind of smelled smoky yesterday.
Actually, it smells worse today than it did 24 hours ago, believe it or not. Smell sometimes can be a little bit deceiving. Smell is one of those things where it's different particulates that give you that than what may reduce your air quality. So sometimes they correlate, sometimes not. Your good telltale is the visibility. Look off in the distance. You can basically draw mountains. Look at this, I'm drawing mountains. There you go. No, but it is that kind of visibility this morning, or the improvement in visibility. This sunrise is spectacular. I just keep staring off into the distance. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. 71 degrees right now here in Spokane. So we are staying pretty mild. This will be the coldest hour of the entire day. Temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s, depending on where you are. 61 in Sandpoint for your cool spot. And when it comes to air quality, we're in that range where it's unhealthy for sensitive groups. Lung disease, heart disease, asthma, those type of things are going to make it really bad for you to be outside today if you have one of those. For the rest of us, we should just try to limit time outside. Don't do any like crazy physical exercise. I'm not out here doing burpees. I'm just out here talking about weather. We are going to hang on to basically what we have right now in terms of air quality. Most of the unfortunate really bad air quality, or the very unhealthy air, is going to be in north central Washington later on this afternoon. We do have a couple of showers and storms coming down. Those are in northeastern Washington, now moving into Bonner County in North Idaho. Those are going to work their way in and then eventually up into Canada and then die down and work their way out of the region. And by this afternoon, it's all about the sunshine. But unfortunately, it's sunshine, but it's still going to be smoky and hazy as temperatures climb into the mid and upper 90s for us here in Spokane.
Right now, votes are being counted for in Washington's primary elections.
That's right, and we know you guys want to hear about all of the results, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of those here locally.
So right now, let's first take a look at Spokane City Council District 1, Position 2. Right now, Jonathan Bingle holds the majority of votes with 47%.
And for position 2, Zach Zapone is leading the race after the first ballot count with 43% of the vote. He's followed by Mike Lish with 29% of the vote. And there were actually several candidates in this race, so many that we actually needed to use 2 full screens.
Moving on now to Spokane Valley City Council. Currently, Spokane Valley Mayor Ben Wick is leading the race for position number 4 after the first ballot count with about 60% of the vote.
Now for position 5, incumbent Pam Haley has a strong 48% lead over her next opponents.
And for the final race for Spokane Valley City Council, Laura Patton has a slight lead over incumbent Linda Thompson for position 7. A handful of other key elections are also up for a vote.
That's right. Now to find out election results in your area, all you have to do is text us the word election. We'll send you a link right to your phone. You can send us a text at 509-448-2000. We'll get you all the information that you need. Well, a business that's been open almost 50 years in Spokane Valley is now potentially closing.
That's right. And Nicole Hernandez is live now at Roller Valley to explain why the skating rink is in danger. Good morning, Nicole.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So back in 2017, when the longtime owner of Roller Valley passed away, it was in danger of closing. But a company called TDR Logistics came in, they bought the building, they noticed how supportive the community was over Roller Valley, and they decided to keep it running as a roller rink. But now they're reconsidering this path for this building. So they are considering actually changing it into a storage facility. And you can see that here in the permit request that they submitted to the Spokane Valley. But a local Legacy Boxing Club owner, Shad Kramer, he actually wants to buy the building instead. He says getting into the Roller Valley building would help their programs in the community get even bigger, and he would keep the roller rink going on the weekends.
I would keep the ring in the middle and put live musicians in the ring, and then let everybody skate around the ring, and it'd just be the coolest.
Coming up in the next half hour, I will also explain why local experts think that Roller Valley closing could cause some trouble for local kids that are at risk. In Spokane Valley, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
It is time for a morning rush. More news in less time.
A Chatteroy family is seeking answers to what caused all 3 of their family dogs to die suddenly last week. The family says it happened after they swam in the Little Spokane River next to their home. They believe that blue-green algae may be the cause. So we look to the WSU College of Veterinary Medicine for answers.
The problem with blue-green algae is it's actually a bacterial toxin that can affect dogs, and it can be really quite deadly to dogs. I think it can be really hard to know. There are case reports of dogs dying paracutely, so really suddenly like that.
Now the Washington State Department of Ecology will investigate samples from the river.
A Bellingham woman pleaded guilty to tampering with railroad tracks in Whatcom County in November of 2020. Her alleged accomplice will soon stand trial as well. It's essentially terrorism, but it's called violence against a railroad carrier. Court documents revealing that the two of them allegedly placed shunts on the tracks. Now, those shunts have the capability of disabling safety features.
Knowingly impairing the operation of a rail signal is a federal crime. It's considered a terrorist attack or act of violence against a railway.
Terrorism that targets a railroad facility is punishable by up to 20 years in prison and includes a $250,000 fine.
Now, if you've been having trouble getting your pet in to see a veterinarian, you're not alone. Vet offices across the country are overwhelmed, including right here in Washington. A recent study showed pet ownership jumped 20% during the pandemic. COVID restrictions and understaffing are causing problems for pet owners.
We do not want you to wait weeks to get your pet to the veterinary clinic. We're doing the best that we can. We still care tremendously. We're trying to figure out ways to see everybody. And sometimes that might look different than you're used to seeing.
The best advice at the moment is to make an appointment, even if it's something small, before it turns into a bigger issue. And that's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM. Still ahead, overnight a new wildfire broke out in Okanogan County. What we know about evacuations for the Walker Creek fire this morning.
And we're going to take you outside. Temperatures are on the rise. We do have those heat advisories in place. Upper 90s, a couple of triple digits popping up later this afternoon, but it's really that wildfire smoke that keeps us from getting too warm. But don't worry, there is a cool down in the forecast. It works its way in later on this week, and we're talking 70s for our highs by this weekend. Oh, I'm going to love it. You're going to love it. We're all going to love it. But, well, I gotta tell you what's to come. More warm weather is back in the forecast next week, so enjoy this cool down while you can.